I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try to do a double feeding, a carrot feeding. Oh, that actually worked okay. Until that happened. Yeah, folks, I tell you what, that little thing about how partners meet up and match up and stay together for a lifetime is neat. You know, that all started from that love language book that I was reading about the different love languages. So first and foremost, you have to share a love language. And then besides that, there's so much criteria that falls into it. But hey, I want to make sure that I put out there a disclaimer that nobody out there, I don't want anybody to be blaming me for your relationship woes. If you end up not working out with your partner, do not bring up my name in your conversations when you're sitting there arguing and stuff. You light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. Not you, Tim. This is a song dedicated to little peeps from Adam or Steve. You light up my days and fill my nights with song. You light up my life. You fill my heart. Oh, you know, Tim, you kind of messed up that whole thing. This is not really a time for belly rubs, Tim. I was trying to capture a beautiful moment between Adam or Steve and little peeps. And now the geese are going to come mess everything up, and Tim just wants some belly rubs. Okay, I'm sorry, Timmy. I didn't mean to be rude. But look. That's what it's all about right there, guys. A bromance. Yeah, that really is a real word. You can look it up on Google if you don't believe me. A bromance, B-R-O-M-A-N-C-E, a bromance, is a special relationship between men. A bromance. Kind of like romance. You get it, a bromance. I think it's really neat though, how they may not really show their camaraderie towards each other as of now, but they're getting closer. They are getting so much closer, and that is really gross what they're doing. That is so the wind is blowing out of the south, and it has blown all of the sludge. I would say slime, but I'm going to call it sludge. It has blown all of the sludge to this end of the pool, of the pond. And I guess along with that sludge is something that ducks find tasty. Hey, they're ducks. It is what it is. It seems like, though, many times when you see, these happy couples and stuff, they have a lot of things in common. They have a lot of things they have in common. But there are people, seriously, there are people who are kind of introverted, and they make the best partners to other people who are also introverted. What does that even mean? Anyway, I read something a while back. It was very interesting. They'd taken all of these couples, okay? They took thousands and thousands of couples who have been together for the duration of their adult life. I mean, they've been together for 20, 30, 40 years, couples. And they tried to find a mathematical formula, if you will, a way to show why these couples have been together for so long. And folks, believe it or not, there are a couple of things that every single one of those couples had in common through their entire relationship. You know, from early on, through marriage, through having their kids, through their old age. And they said, in a world where there's so much divorce rate and people, you know, changing partners and whatnot, what is it that made you guys, you know, stay together through the long haul? And there were a couple of criteria that every one of them matched, which Mike could break down to be sort of a formula for success as far as relationships go. Number one, the number one thing, folks, this is going to scare a lot of y'all, is they did not have kids right away. They were together for a while before they had their children. And so I think that that's important because think about it for a minute. Kids can change your life. Yeah, of course they change it for the better, but they can also take a lot of time away from your partner. Is that they did not have kids right away. Now, I'm not going to say, folks, that if you have kids right away, you're doomed for failure in your relationship. That's not what I'm saying here. Number two, they shared a pastime. They shared a common pastime, a hobby, an interest. Be it working out, you know, going to the gym, be it playing puzzles or whatever. And think about that for a minute. If you and your partner don't share some things in common, then all you're going to be good for is, you know, that sounds horrible. No, but if you can enjoy a pastime with your partner, a hobby, something that you guys can both do, it's kind of like having your best friend and your lover all in one, and your mate, and your partner. I mean, think about it for a minute. So, no, a lot of these couples, they had a common interest. They went bowling, or they, you know, whatever people do in their spare time. I take care of animals, and I tell you what, this is gonna sound horrible, but if Jamie did not have an interest and a love for animals, I better just stop already. Yeah, so you have to have a common interest, folks. You have to. There were a few other criteria, but I've forgotten what they were. And anyway, I hope that no one out there watching this is going to evaluate your own relationship based on what I just now told you. Lester, we don't have any common interest and we had kids right away. Yeah, that could really mess things up. Something else, now I know this doesn't apply to this day and age, but a lot of folks met through a mutual friend. I know what your mama always told you. You want to meet somebody, a good man, you got to meet them at church. And of course, in this day and age, I know a lot of folks are trying to be leery of those online dating sites. But no, a lot of these folks who have managed to maintain a relationship with the same partner for that many years have all met through a mutual friend. That's kind of weird. I mean, but in today's world, guys, I mean, that doesn't happen a whole lot, I don't think. I think most folks meet through online dating sites. I got more chores to do. I gotta go. Something kind of funny I want you to notice. Okay, so I've closed both gates, which opened the pastures, right? You know how that system works. I've also fed all the animals. They have corn along the fence lines. They have hay out all the time. So everyone should be content, right? I'm gonna walk around back behind the house. I'm gonna have to go quiet and feed the big animals. But that includes Dixie and Pearl, who are in the little's pasture. See that little jerk right there, little Ringo, scratching his horns? He knows my routine. He has chosen not to eat the corn, not to nibble on hay, and he's not going to go explore the other pasture. He's going to wait until he hears me open that barn door, and he's going to come running. And the problem with that is he's going to bring everybody else with him because they're all going to follow Ringo. And then poor Pearl, see, donkeys give it away too. If he would just shush, shh, Ringo's going to hear you. See, Dan starts getting excited. He starts hollering, we're about to get fed. And everyone else starts getting all the little animals who have corn. They have hay, and they have pastures to explore. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and feed up the bigs. And I gotta be quiet though. I said we're gonna be quiet. Ringo's gonna come running and then we're all in trouble. Even stay, come on guys, come on, quietly, be back. All right, so here's their bowls over here. We gotta be real quiet. So as Ringo didn't come. Oh no, I'm afraid they're coming this way. I know Pig Trudy is. They're running. Oh sheesh. And I'm gonna outrun them. That's okay, I got this. No, see, they saw me. There, y'all gotta stay on that side of the fence. I've already fed you guys. Trudy alerted everybody to what's going on. And I have to be able to let these guys eat in peace. You can stay, baby. You can stay. Yeah, Trudy can let them all know there's food and they all come running. And they're not hungry, folks. Look at how fat they all are. They all get fed plenty. Go explore your new pastures. Come on, go graze. That's what animals do, they graze. There's a lot of stuff to graze on still. Now go graze it. I think this video has about run its course. But I hope that none of you guys go in there to your partner at some point and say, honey, we have to talk. I don't think this is gonna work out. And then your partner's like saying, what do you mean? Everything's going great. I thought we were so happy. And you're like, well, I just watched this video that talked about the longevity of relationships and you and me don't meet all the criteria. And your old man's gonna be like, or your old lady's gonna be like, what video are you talking about? Well, it was Lester. Lester from I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. Folks, everyone who knows me, the real me, knows that I know nothing about relationships and longevity. I've always joked, actually me and all my family have always joked, me and all the men in my family have always joked, we have no problem meeting women, but my God, we have a hard time holding on to them. That's true. And I don't even know why I'm laughing about that, because there's nothing funny about it. But anyway, folks, do not blame me for your arguments. I don't want to have my name brought up in your bedrooms. Nope. That sounds weird.